Welcome to Prime Testimony channel. Thank you very much, all of you who have been watching my videos, those who have subscribed, those who make comments and all. I'm so grateful and I can't thank you enough. Today, I'm going to zoom on the life of Watermeyer, an aspect of Watermeyer's life. In fact, I call him the 13th apostle from Africa to the world. When you study the life of this young man, you can see that he's a very serious person. He spent time to research into the topic before he comes out to talk about them. So you can see that the videos that he comes out with are of great quality. So it shows us that it is very important for us as young people always to take our time to research into things before we come out, to come and share, with people. Look at the way he even uses finances. There's an African proverb that says that money has wings. And learning from his predecessors, when he became successful, he's been so careful about how he utilizes the resources, that he works hard for. He has diversified in such a way that should anything happen to the YouTube business, he'll be able to still survive. Right now, he's into real estate, into farming, he's into transportation, and maybe in other areas that we are yet to know. So you can see that he's such a very wise young man who is not making the little money that he's making go into his head, but he's utilizing the resources, very wisely, because we know people that were successful in time past that, made the money went into their head and eventually they lost almost everything. It is very good that in life, you study the life of people who have come before you, the mistake that they made, their achievements, so that you learn from both. You learn from how they, made their achievement, also the mistake that they made that did not, end them well. So I think it's a very good example that every young person that is starting life must always, look at and emulate. Let's see how he handles his fame. He's a very popular person, and wherever he goes, whether at the airports, whether in his home country or wherever he goes in Africa, people are, hailing him wherever. My question is that a young man, young woman, how do you handle your fame? How do you handle your popularity? People will, extol you. People will say so many good things about you. Sometimes some may also say negative things about you when you are a popular person. But the question is that how do you handle it? Even in the face of criticism at the early parts of his YouTube business, this guy humbly accepted criticisms and learned from them. We know the importance of the social media, how people are using it for, good things. But it looks as if some people are also abusing it at the same time. That is why it is very important for us to handle our fame very, 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 well. We have to handle our fame with carefulness, as Watermeyer is doing. And I think what he's doing is worth emulating for every young person. You are not supposed to use the social media to insult people or to denigrate people. Sometimes ask yourself that the various comments that you've made concerning people's posts, if they should bring all of them and then ask you to read it in front of your children, in front of your family members, in front of your spouse, your spouse, in front of your loved ones, will you be able to do that? I think instead of using it for negative things, we must rather look at the life of Watermeyer and then, use it for something positive. People are using social media to generate wealth. Why should you use it to fight? Why should you use it to, disturb other people's mind? I think Watermeyer has set as the example for us to look at, so that at the end of the day, we'll be able to, do something better. He's such a selfless person that he doesn't keep the new knowledge he gets to himself. He makes himself accessible, or those who reach out to him, he gives them the necessary support. There have been instances where he organized a lot of programs for people in Nigeria, people in some other East African countries. Even when he went to South Sudan, he had time to teach people. Back in Ghana here, there have been certain seminars he's been organizing. Even sometimes there may be a program that originally he was not invited, but when it's brought to his attention and he thinks he can be of help, he goes there to go and offer the necessary support. So I think it is something, worth talking about. I believe when somebody is doing something good, while the person is alive, we must praise him while he's alive. We don't need to wait for the person to die before we go and do funeral and then read beautiful tributes while they are dead and gone. While they are on earth, we must let them know how much we appreciate the good works that they are doing. And such is what Watermeyer is doing, that I think we all need to praise him for. He's doing such a great work. He's doing such a great work. He also recognizes the need to rest. It is important for everybody to work hard, but the body is just like a machine. Sometimes you may feel tired, and once you feel tired, you must make the body rest. He plans to travel from one country to another, but where it becomes necessary, he takes the steps, because when you work hard and you make success, you need to be healthy to be able to enjoy the fruit of your labor. That is why when you are working and it's time for you to go on vacation or to go on leave, you have to, do that. It's very, very important, because when the body works and the body gets tired, you need to rest so that you can replenish, and then in health, and you'll be able to continue with whatever work that you can do, so that you'll be able to do what you are supposed to do and do it very well. He also connects with his family. There is a temptation that when you become popular, when you become famous, when you become successful, there will be a lot of attention. Everybody would want to pull you here and there. Come and give a talk here. Come and do this, come and do that. You may sometimes even forget your family, but Watermeyer hasn't forgotten his family. In all his busy schedule, he makes time that he visits the family to give them the needed support. At least those of us who follow videos, we know what he's been able to do for the brothers, what he's been able to do for the sisters, what he's been able to do for mother, and even while the father was alive before he passed on. It is very important for everybody to make some time for the family, no matter how successful you become, no matter how busy you are. The family is your first church. The family is a very important unit that you cannot forget about when you get success. So we must plan and consider our families as well. It is good. There are some people too, they may do good to people outside, but they neglect their own families. Much as you need to help others, never forget your family. Give them the necessary support, because it's through their instrumentalities that you've grown to become who you are today. And such example is the one Watermeyer is exhibiting, that I am encouraging every young person who is beginning life, and even adults, to follow. Watermeyer is somebody who also dares to take bold steps into unknown territories. I have a friend who told me that money lies where there is risk, and if you fear risk, you cannot make money. And I agree with him to some extent in that exception. That doesn't mean that you should not take precautions. You have to take precautions, but you need to be bold to explore the unknown. I remember before he went to Watermeyer went to South Sudan and Somaliland and even Somalia. There were a lot of people that were cautioning him. The place is dangerous. But I think he did the necessary, background checks. And then having the necessary, security arrangement in place, he boldly stepped forward. And when he went there, look at the kind of, information that he shared. Great content. A lot of things that we got to know about these three countries. We never knew about all this. But because of his ability to be daring to go to unknown territories, he was able to go, and he went there and he made good things, good content for all of us all. He brought good content which we are all learning from. I call Watermeyer the 13th apostle of African to the world. He's such a young man who's very promising, very serious, very supportive, very daring, very wise. And I will encourage all of you to watch his videos. He's such a wonderful person, and I believe as he has started, when he continues this way, everybody will benefit. A lot of people will benefit. There are so many, videos that he has done that I will encourage people to go and watch. My name is Ato Brentishan, and this Prime Testimony channel. I will encourage you to share these videos and to continue watching my videos. God bless you, until we meet in another video. I'm saying bye-bye. God bless you.